Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And can I get a whoop? Because it's a TGIF, and I'm so thankful. I love Fridays. Oh my goodness, I love Fridays. I also love Tuesdays, but that has to do with the parking space at work. That's a whole nother story, but I do love Fridays. And continuing with my Christmas in July, the Fa La 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 Llama mug. Yeah, I'm going to use this one all week. And next week, I'll come up with a different one. And I'll just use that one all week. But I got my coffee. Sorry for the slurping. So good. So, I have something to share with you, something that I learned. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the number of whips that you have? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the number of projects that you've got floating out there somewhere? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the amount of projects that you want to do, but you can't do them, or you start them, but then you don't know if you can finish them, and you're just, it brings you stress, it brings you anxiety, just trying to figure out how to juggle everything, all the things that you want to do, but you can't accomplish, and you haven't finished anything for a long time. Has that been you lately? Well, it's been me. So I have a solution for you. And I found this solution on another YouTuber's channel. And I'm going to totally shout out to Sandy from Apple Cottage. Her channel is Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming. Sandy is an amazing woman. Okay, this woman is crazy amazing, actually. She, just watching her channel, I have to sit down and rest, because she's like the go-gettingest woman I've ever seen. I love listening to her. She's practical. She's down to earth. She is very smart when it comes to, just about anything. She's giving me so many ideas and so many things that I want to do, even that are not crochet related, but she's inspired me within my crochet world to take some steps to help myself get organized. And yeah, it wasn't an organization kind of a show that she had. It was called list making. How easy is that? List making. I watched that episode and I was amazed, because the woman put everything down on her list. Every single day she has a list, and it even includes feeding her husband breakfast. You know why? Because she's going to do that anyway. And so she puts that on her list, and then she gets to cross it off. How ingenious is that? Okay? It only takes her a few seconds, few minutes to get that list together, because a lot of times, there are things that she does every day. If there's something on the list for that day that she didn't accomplish, she says she just throws it on the list for the next day. And this brought me back to my days of working, in an office environment where they used the Franklin Covey, kind of a book. It was the calendar book, and then you write down everything, and then whatever didn't get finished you put on the next day, and there was like this whole little code thing and everything, and I was totally into it when I was doing it, because it kept me organized. And as an admin assistant, I had to be organized for the bosses that I was working for, and phone calls that came in, and projects that needed to be done, and I had to stay on top of things. And I loved it. I loved that plan. And so when I was watching Sandy from Apple Cottage, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, when I was watching her, it brought all of that back to me. And I thought, I have been doing this wrong. This crochet thing, I have been letting these whips overwhelm me. I have been letting them pile up, and and I thought I was going to do the Joy Condo thing, and I did, but of course it's still not on the shelves because I got these, and I'm moving yarn, and I'm still organizing. I need to put that on my dang list. You know, I really do. I need to put that on my list. So to start, I made a whips list, a whip list of the whips that I want to finish. Now, there are some whips that I didn't put on this list. Those are the whips that when I was making this list, I discovered I didn't really care if I ever finished them or not. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that. There are a couple things on that list that I didn't, or a couple things not on this list that I didn't realize I didn't really care that much about. Yeah, they're going to be pretty if I ever finish them, but I don't have any soul investment in these projects. Yeah. So I'm going to show you my list. I have this huge book. Okay. This is like, well, see this? This is like one of those books that you get from, it's a Mead 5-star book, you know, and it has pockets and you know, and separators so that you can have like chapters or subjects. It's for people who are really serious in school. Okay, they're really serious in school. But I got my book out and I started writing, and I used a bright red Sharpie marker. Sorry, can't talk. I wrote at the top, Sandy from Apple Cottage, suburban homesteader, Wyoming, so that I would remember her name, even though I did remember her name, and I would remember her name because I watch her all the time. I think she is amazing. She is a master gardener, and she cans, and she makes her own vanilla extract. For goodness sake, I need to make me some. And then when I got to this one where she just put it out for the lists, I thought, I have got to do that. So this is my whip list. Okay. So this is the list of whips that I want to finish, the ones that I am invested in. The flag blanket for my grandson, I showed you that. There's a blue granny blanket that I started making for my oldest son, and it's a solid granny, and it's big, and it's really, really pretty. I don't know, I think I showed it to you, but hold on, let me grab it. Did I show this to you? I don't remember. Anyway, this is it. So I really like it. I think I did show it to you. You know, as you can see, all the grannies are done. I just have to whip stitch them together, which sounds like it should be easy, and it should, but I just haven't done it. So anyway, that's on my list. I really like that. I want to get that done. I have to get that done. I want to get that done. I have 2 Crochet Crowd whips that I started in February. Yeah, February. Then I got sick. And then 2020 started like kapow, kapow, kapow. COVID happened. Craziness. They never got done. So I need to finish those. I want to finish those. Those are gorgeous blankets. My sweet sister-in-law Tanya brought one to show and tell on her first time here at the Crochet Chit Chat. So if you want to see what kind of blanket I'm talking about, go back to the Crochet Chit Chat with Tanya. It's the very first one, Crochet Chit Chat number 1. And she shows that blanket. It's round and it's gorgeous. And my colors that I picked out to make them are gorgeous. Yeah. There's one in the blues tealsy teal kind of family, and then there's one in the greens, and they're both gorgeous, really pretty. So I want to finish those 2. Then I have the butterfly mobile. All the butterflies are done. I just have to use the fishing line, the clear fishing line that I bought, and I have the I have the rings, I have the fishing line. I finally, you know, when I went to Hobby Lobby that one time, I showed you the beads. I've got it all. It's ready. I just need to put it together. And then the other thing on the list is the jellyfish mobile for my other granddaughter. And I have the beads to make the jellyfish. I have one made. I don't know how many will fit on this mobile, but I know I'm going to make at least 5 more. And they don't take a long time. I just have to do them. So that's why they're called whips. And then the last thing is the teal macrame basket that I had started to make, and I showed you guys how I was making it. I was using this huge Q hook, and I was using the I think it's 6mm macrame cord, and it's in a really cool greenish teal color. It's a little more green than teal. I have a true teal up there, but anyway, I started making that, and you know, the only reason I didn't finish it like right then was because it started hurting my hands, because it is a thicker, and then I'm using the Q hook, and that cord is a little bit tougher to work with. It's not hard, it's just hard on my hands. And I had previously injured my hands, and so I just have to watch and be careful because they're not hurting right now, and I don't want them to hurt. Once you have an injury with your hands, you know, treat them with kid gloves. Well, anyway, I know that was a bad joke. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so that is my inspiration for today. And I'm totally borrowing it from Sandy with Apple Cottage, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming. I'm totally borrowing that from her. If you go to my YouTube channel, my homepage, there is a link on the right hand side and at the top, and I think it's not called playlist, it's called, what is it called? Anyway, there's a link there, and any channel that I have subscribed to under Crochet Therapy will list out, and I have subscribed to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming under the heading of Crochet Therapy because I just love her. I think she's amazing, and I love the way she teaches. I love the way she talks. I love what she shares. She's an awesome lady, and I really like it. I like watching her channel a lot. So anyway, the link is there if you're interested in hearing her talk about her lists. She's not fancy with her lists, and I love that about her because she's like, she just writes them out, you know, doesn't have to be neat handwriting and a pretty red marker, you know, she just writes it out and then she crosses them off. Now this one was just my whip list, the whips that I want to finish. So I did make this nice and pretty and nice and big and bold so that I'm just going to check them off. I'm not going to cross through them as I get done because this is going to be a list that I won't keep as a daily list. It's a master list of the whips that I want to get completed. So first one on my list is this flag blanket. I think I told you I'm just going to work on it until I get it done. I think I can get it done in a week if I just concentrate on that. Oh, I forgot to put that timeless baby blanket on there. Oh, and I have started a timeless shawl with some practice yarn. I'm going to put the timeless baby blanket on there right now because that's almost done, and then I can do the border. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I feel like, you know, I should be doing better at finishing my whips and giving you more information and more tutorials and whatnot. And I'm really sorry. It's just been a really busy time, and that feeling of being overwhelmed kind of shuts me down sometimes. So sorry about that. I really am. But I'm putting that timeless baby blanket on there right now. Sorry about the shaking. Blanket. Okay. So I put timeless baby blanket on there. So that's at the bottom now. So I now have 7, although one of them, the crochet crowd, is actually 2 blankets. I have 2 blankets started. So I have 8 whips to finish. And I think that I think I can do this. I feel pretty confident. Now that I've made a list, I can just go back to the list and say, okay, I've finished that. What's next? I'm going to go to the next one, and I'm going to try and not, start any other large projects. The only thing I might do is I might do small projects like a washcloth or something like that. That is very quick. So anyway, that's my goal. That's my goal. So anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. If it's hot where you're at, stay hydrated, stay healthy, social distance where you can, wear a mask if you can, do whatever it is that you feel is going to keep you healthy. And if you feel like staying home is your best bet, if you feel like being in the great outdoors with fresh air is your best bet, whatever it is that your common sense tells you to do, please just be safe and be mindful of others and respectful of others. And above all, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. Bye, guys.